KSN News at 10 begins now.
A Wichita doctor sits in a jail cell tonight after being indicted on federal charges and arrested. We are going in depth into the investigation.
Good evening. I'm Stephanie Bergman. That Wichita doctor is now behind bars at the Sedgwick County Jail. He was indicted, accused of a prescription drug operation that led to the death of one of his patients and charges against 8 others. Dr. Steven Henson is charged with 31 counts in federal court. KSN's Avery Anderson has been investigating the situation. That's our top story tonight. Avery?
Steph, the doctor Steven Henson was practicing at the Kansas Men's Clinic in West Wichita. Henson has had his Kansas medical license since 1990 and has practiced at several different locations around Wichita. We went by the clinic today and it appeared to be shut down and no one can give us any information as to where the business has gone. One patient is now dead after overdosing on drugs allegedly prescribed by this man, Dr. Steven Henson, according to the federal indictment charging him with 31 counts. In the 23-page-long indictment against Dr. Henson and 8 other defendants, the U.S. attorney alleges that while he was a doctor at the Kansas Men's Clinic, which treats men's sexual health issues, he was illegally prescribing drugs. It alleges that Dr. Henson, quote, distributed and dispensed prescriptions for oxycodone, Xanax, and methadone without a legitimate medical purpose. It alleges that he did this in return for cash payment without a medical necessity, without a legitimate medical examination, and for individuals other than the person who came to see him. The indictment also says that Henson deposited at least $312,000 in cash proceeds related to the alleged crimes. One of the charges, obstructing justice, was added after he allegedly called 911 to report his home was being burglarized, when in fact the defendant knew that fully identified agents of the Drug Enforcement Administration had shown him a court-authorized search warrant. This afternoon, KSN went by the clinic and found the location empty, but with signs for the Kansas Men's Clinic still on the door. 1 hour later, the sign had been taken down. I reached out to the clinic regarding these accusations by phone on the number listed on their website. It was disconnected. According to the indictment, Henson is accused of illegally distributing over 34,000 pills of oxycodone. The 8 other defendants are also charged with either conspiring to or unlawfully distributing prescription drugs. In all, there are 31 counts in the indictment, including presenting false patient records and money laundering. To see the full indictment, including each of the specific counts and the other defendants, go to our website at ksn.com. Avery Anderson, KSN News.
All right, thank you, Avery. Now, if convicted of the most serious crimes, Henson won't only go to jail, but the federal government would take anything bought with that alleged drug money. Here's an in-depth look. The feds would confiscate the doctor's GMC Yukon, a total of 7 handguns that he owns, the $678,000 they claim he made by selling the drugs illegally, and the doctor's medical license.